if the wind could spread your love? What if your sweetness could reach everyone? There'd be no wars. Maybe the birds will sing about your heart. Maybe the trees will whisper the word. Maybe the sun will spread your joy to the ones who lost their hope.
Good morning. It's Sunday morning and I was thinking to go for a little bike ride, have a little nature walk, and then afterwards I wanted to maybe bake, maybe do some sewing. I was thinking to really have like a really chill Sunday and just like relax, spend it mostly by myself. I'm going to prepare some breakfast now and then take it with me on my bike ride so I can have it in nature instead of at home. So let's do that first.
I just wanna go out on a walk with you. Baby, you know I just like to talk with you. You don't have to tell me anything that's new. I just wanna go out on a walk with you. I just wanna see.
When I lived in Amsterdam, especially the last couple of years, but even before that also, I lived in the west, but my school was in the east. So I had to cycle all the way across town to get to school every day. And that would take me anywhere between 30 and 40 minutes, depending on how rainy or windy it is that day. But now, a few years later, I work from home. So I don't have a commute anymore. I'm not cycling anywhere in the morning. I'm not cycling home. I'm not stopping places on the way home. Like, I get up, I get ready, maybe I work out, and then I sit in my office. And I really found that it really wasn't good for my health, like mentally and physically, to all of a sudden lose that movement, the daily movement. Because it's like I run and I do Pilates and yoga and stuff, but that's like quite short and like sort of contained, whereas when you're cycling you're like out in the world and stuff. So this year I've really started since the spring to at least once a week, but preferably 2-3 times a week, I cycle out to nature. It's like 30-45 minutes depending on the wind, and then I do a 5-kilometer hike, and I do it either in the morning or later in the day. It just kind of depends. Sometimes I go with Arjan after dinner. And I've been really prioritizing my mental and physical health this year, and this is really one of the things that has been helping me a lot. I feel like my physical health has improved so much, like my stamina and just like my leg strength. Yeah, I'm just feeling a lot better for it. But it was a bit of a struggle to like incorporate it, because we're so used to like, okay, get up, get to work as soon as possible. But I am my own boss, so I can determine how I spend my time. But even if you aren't, like, you determine how you spend your free time, and it's hard to do it next to a job. It really is. But once you're used to it, it's just a habit and it isn't that hard anymore. Like, if you're just used to after work cycling back home, or you're used to every weekend going on a trip, like a nature hike or something, it's not a big deal. The first time it's a big deal, and then it becomes easy.
Sailing over pavement with our two elbows. I like to see the shape you're in from time to time. I just wanna see your shadow next to mine. I just wanna see the same things you can see. Understand the meaning on a new degree. Maybe that could happen happen when you're next to me. I just wanna see the same things you can see.
I'm so hungry. Normally I eat breakfast before I go, but I thought it would be really good to eat it here. So I made an avocado toast. I just brought it in like a... It has completely exploded, but I can still eat it. Plus, eating after physical exercise tastes so much better because you're so hungry. This is the first time I brought my breakfast here, and I think that is definitely going to be a new tradition, especially because then it takes me less time to get ready and I can just like get dressed, make my breakfast quickly and just go, and then I can enjoy it in nature more, especially now that it's still warm. When I left it was 15 degrees Celsius, which in fall or spring would be quite chilly, but then it's still summer, so it's so nice because the sun is so warm and the wind isn't that cold today, which makes sense because it's supposed to be a little bit warmer in a couple of days. It's crazy that the summer is almost over. I feel like we've had a lot of cloudy weather in the Netherlands and I'm just like not ready. I feel like maybe for September I should really make it a point to get out here as often as possible, because when I'm here I'm enjoying the summer to the fullest. So I think that's a good resolution for the final weeks of summer. It's just so beautiful here. There are these cows that live here, and sometimes they're all on the beach together, like right now. It's so cute because it's like such a tiny portion of the beach, but they love it. This one is by himself. I was talking to my friend yesterday about how I feel such a pull to live in nature, but then at the same time I also really love the city, and I also grew up in the city, and she really recognized that too. It's like on the one hand you want to settle down and like be chill essentially, but on the other hand there's just so much fun and adventure in the city also. And then I was thinking this morning about the illusion of having to choose. Like, you think I can only live in one spot, but people have summer houses all the time. You can have a house in the city and a house in nature. Like, it can feel very unrealistic and far away because of financial or practical reasons, but theoretically anything is possible. So I'm really trying to train myself to really consider that I can have anything I want and that I don't have to choose, and that I can just keep exploring what my preference is. Maybe at some point I do want to live in nature instead of the city, but maybe I can have both. I can live in the city and cycle here a couple of times a week and have both in a different way, nature and city. Just got home and I did some groceries on the way home. I got some ingredients because I'm baking some cookies. I love this baking book that my sister-in-law gave me for Christmas. It's So it's red velvet cookies, and then on top there's Oreos sprinkled on top. So this is probably not very smart of me to show you, because then you can see the difference between this and what I end up making. I did have most of the ingredients at home already, but I just picked up a couple things. So I picked up some Oreos and some food coloring and just some like wet ingredients with all the dry ingredients I already had. So I'm just going to clean the kitchen and then I'm gonna be baking. To the recycling center, and someone put like a bunch of woven baskets and some earthware. So I got these vases and a couple of planters and a bunch of woven baskets. So I'll show you in a second, but it was all free, like someone just put it there. I think they were probably cleaning out someone's house or something. So yeah, I was thinking to just wash these up because they're kind of dirty. And I don't know if I'll keep them or maybe I'll put them on Vinted or something, or maybe give them to someone. Like, I think it's cute, but I'm not sure if it's our style. But first, let's clean them. Brother and his girlfriend have apples and grapes in their yard, so they gave us a bunch of apples and grapes. I made up this beautiful fruit basket, which I absolutely love. So this I'm just going to put in a corner. I also have some plants here in the background. I took some cuttings of our monstera plant, and now I have some planters to actually repot them. So they've grown a bunch of roots, and now I can finally plant them in some soil so they can start rooting down. So I'm finally getting to all tiny little chores in the kitchen. So you can really see that they have grown a lot of roots. So these apparently are really easy to cut and grow a new one. But we didn't have any planters, so I couldn't pot them for the longest time, but now we do. This is a smaller one. The leaves aren't amazing, but this is actually a new leaf in the front, so I think this will go to our bedroom. This one is a little bigger. It has also grown a new leaf, and I think I'm going to put this in the other corner of the living room because one of the corners already has a monstera plant, but I'm just going to put this on like the complete other side. This is turning into an unplanned kitchen cleaning video, but when I took those plants away behind it, it was just so dirty, and then there were also like a couple of spiders, so Arjan took those out and I just cleaned the whole corner now. It's all clean now, but I was thinking to clean a little bit more before I start baking, so that just everything is out of the way, because I have some seeds for our flowers and plants that we collected from our garden that I want to put away. They're kind of crowding the living room table, so I was thinking to do a little cleanup session in there as well, and then we can bake. I'm just going to prepare all the ingredients and then we can start baking. Okay, the cookies have just finished baking and now I'm letting them cool down and we are gonna go do a little afternoon slash beginning of evening walk now. And then when we get back, I'm going to finish them with the toppings and stuff and then we can try them. What do you think of my cookies?
They look great and really large.
I don't know if this is how they're supposed to turn out. They're very greasy and I didn't have a shape to make them perfectly round. They're very high, but we're going to do a taste test and I have a few people in mind who we're going to share this with. Nee, dat
you.
niet.
First impression of the special cookie.
I hope it doesn't break when you lift it up, because it's very crunchy and airy.
Very nice.
It's nice?
The whipped cream is also very creamy.
Yeah, it's a mascarpone cream instead of just whipped cream. So it has whipped cream, mascarpone and extra sugar and vanilla in there.
Very nice.
Wow. So I won't have time to also sew anymore. So I was thinking to maybe film a separate sewing vlog where I'm going to sew a dress and stuff. So subscribe for that. And we are just going to enjoy this cookie and have some tea. And I'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.